I just want to talk about four key elements that, in my opinion, are really crucial to success, whether you're in business, whether you're in the corporate world, whether you're, trying to do some cool things in the enterprise space. Regardless, underpinning all of that, you'll find that there are key elements, key pillars to success. And the first key pillar is always your health. And it's something that often gets overlooked when people get extremely busy or are trying to grow businesses and the like, and the health takes a back seat. But in my opinion, health has to be at the heart of everything that you're doing, taking time to really look after yourself. And the old saying, you've got to take oxygen for yourself before you hand the mask out to everyone else. You really have to have a pillar of a health routine that works well for you. So that may include, eating extremely well. That might include getting rid of some things that are not serving you well, whether that be alcohol, sugar, coffee, all these things that may be having a very bad impact on your actual health, and allocating time to do your fitness and your health routines, your wellness routines. So that has to be a key pillar in my opinion. The second key pillar is really looking at your sleep and your sleep hygiene. These days we know a lot of executives, and it's one of the key questions I ask my coaching clients, is how many hours of sleep are you getting? We know that people really have to have a good sleep routine to have high performance. And it is one of those areas where people for many years will tolerate insomnia and really bad health hygiene. And, as a result, they're waking up tired, exhausted, and they're going into their days really very unproductive and sleeping at the wrong times and all that kind of thing. So, health is really important. Sleep is just as important. And, I've had a battle with that, and I've really made it a priority. And I've got a lot of little systems that work really well for me to ensure I get a good night's sleep. Then the third key element is really looking at your beliefs, your mechanisms to keep your stress levels low. The reality is, I think we're kind of set up to be in a worry culture, a stressful culture. We've got media that comes in and pings us 24/7. It's really hard to switch off. And so we're seeing unprecedented levels of stress, worry, depression, mental health issues. And so again, this is a key pillar that you must work on. I have been, subject to the blues in the past, and I know that is a recognized issue for me, and so I have to work at it. And so I have my routines, and I know when I'm getting out of balance, I've got to bring myself back into balance. So, you've got to look at these three key elements, and, they're not unrelated to executive performance. They're actually underpinning quality executive performance. And so this is why it's so important to get these elements right. And, I would do an audit on where you were in 2024. How were you performing in terms of health, in terms of your stress levels, in terms of your mental health, and in terms of that balance that's come into your life? And of course, how is your sleep tracking? Because that's almost like a bit of a litmus test if you got everything else right in that element, to really see that it's coming through and you're getting those natural quality good night's sleeps. So think about that side of things heading into the year ahead, because I'd be setting that as a key goal, because if you get that right, everything else will start to flow and everything else will feel that much easier to execute on plans and achieve great things in the workplace or in the business community.